Hello, and welcome back to my channel. I decided to shoot a quick video on Friday despite not having shot on Friday in quite some time because I picked up another book at my library for Middle Grade March. I had requested this book when I was looking through the library system for some books that sounded interesting, which fit with the prompts, but it and another book I put on request were both on order. The library had, decided to buy them, but they hadn't arrived yet, so it looks like I'm the first person who will get to read this book. And this fits with the contemporary prompt, One Kid's Trash by Jamie Sumner. And I found it when I was looking through a list of contemporary middle grade books to think about reading for this prompt because I'm not really cued into contemporary for pretty much any age-based category. My big thing is intense historical fiction and classic world literature and a little bit of mostly soft sci-fi, but I'll read hard sci-fi as well, but my primary interest in sci-fi is soft sci-fi. And anyway, that looked like an interesting book. The premise of the book sounded really fun and cute, and it's a boys book. A lot of people have made the valid claim without being like creepy and MRA about it. There just aren't quite as many books about boys in YA and middle grade as there are about girls. And I wish there were more male main characters in these books, that would just serve to help boys who want to see more of themselves in literature and maybe inspire them to become writers as well. Because obviously I'm a big second wave mostly radical feminist, and I believe I should support my own team and such. But I do wish there were more books about boys, particularly in that age-based category. And I am really sorry if I'm rambling. So here's the synopsis. Meet Hugo, Wizard of Waste. Hugo is not happy about being dragged halfway across the state of Colorado, just because his dad had a midlife crisis and decided to become a ski instructor. It'd be different if Hugo wasn't so tiny, if girls didn't think he was adorable, like a puppy in a purse, and guys didn't call him leprechaun or worse. The bullying was bad enough at his old school. Hugo hopes it won't be worse at his new one. At least he has his cousin VJ to show him the ropes. Vij is effortlessly cool, something Hugo only dreams of being. But then the other students discover Hugo's remarkable talent for garbology, the science of studying a person's trash to uncover their deepest wishes and secrets. Suddenly, he is the cool kid for the first time in his life. But what happens when it all goes to his head? And I just started reading the book just recently, obviously today I got it, and he says he's 11 years old at the beginning, about to turn 12, and that's kind of confusing to me. I'm very old-fashioned. I've never gotten over the fact that junior high school is now mostly called middle school, and it actually frequently begins in 6th or even 5th grade. Like in my experience, it was only 7th and 8th grade, so that's just kind of something I don't think I'll ever get used to because I'm so old-fashioned like that, and just kind of set in my ways thinking about things like that. And so anyway, another thing I noticed about this book, it's unfortunately for me first person present tense, which I really, really do not like, except for a very few exceptions. Like, for example, the big one where it works perfectly for me has always been Shoah Holocaust memoirs, and as well as stream of consciousness type books, or books about a very serious, intense topic like depression and bullying, where it's very important to constantly be right in the moment, or maybe a book narrated by a very young child, for example. That would also make a lot of sense, but I really do not understand why this ever became a thing, particularly in YA, and now it's apparently even seeping into middle grade. Why does a contemporary story set in a high school or a junior high school need to be in present tense? That just doesn't make any sense to me. That used to be a carefully considered decision people made because it absolutely was perfect for the story, whether it was first person or third person, because that was something so unusual and outside of the norm, because the classic default really has been for most of writing history third person omniscient, or maybe third person limited if there's basically only one or two protagonists for the story. But anyway, that's just, I admit it's very difficult for me to read first person present tense, but I am over 40, and so I know I'm kind of set in my ways. I'm not down with what the kids are doing these days, but hopefully it will shift back eventually to more third person in YA and middle grade, and also the classic default of past tense, unless there's an absolutely perfect riveting reason why it absolutely needs to be in present tense. And I am sorry if I'm rambling. Oh, and anyway, also about the contemporary, I was kind of like confused. Sorry, I forgot to ask the ladies when I commented on their videos about the prompts to see if they meant, contemporary, like published within like the past year, within like the past 5 or 10 years, or even no matter what the publication date, if it had to be have a contemporary setting as well, or if it could just be like a very recently published book that has any genre, not necessarily contemporary. And so anyway, I will be reading this book as well as the other books I'm reading for the Middle Grade March, and doing book reviews of those books as I go along. And hopefully I will actually have some people interested on taking a chance on a stranger's videos and clicking on them and watching, and leaving comments and sharing and subscribing and all that fun jazz like that, because I really am hoping to build my channel. I can't really like do that, trigger the algorithm and get more friends and have more people viewing and sharing my content and such if people are just only caring about their best friends since kindergarten. So hopefully I would like to change and grow my channel more over the year, and I really again hope you guys will take the chance on me. And I'm going to continue like watching other people's videos during Middle Grade March, and hopefully there will be a connection with at least maybe a few more people throughout this month. And so thank you for watching. My next video will probably be on Sunday. I might be reviewing one of the books I am also currently reading. And thank you guys again very much for watching, and see you guys very soon. Thanks. Bye.